The Value of Time. A Tale of Two Lives. In a bustling city nestled between towering mountains and a shimmering river, there lived two men named Arjun and Rohan. They were neighbors, yet their lives were as different as night and day. Arjun was a man of discipline, always mindful of the ticking clock, while Rohan lived as though time was an endless resource, to be squandered without a second thought. Arjun was a carpenter, known for his intricate designs and impeccable craftsmanship. He woke up every morning at the crack of dawn, his day meticulously planned. He believed that time was the most valuable asset a person could possess, and he treated it with reverence. Every hour was accounted for, whether it was spent working on his latest project, reading, or spending quality moments with his family. He often said, "Time is the thread that weaves the fabric of life. Waste it, and you unravel your own destiny." Rohan, on the other hand, was a dreamer. He had grand aspirations of becoming a successful entrepreneur, but lacked the discipline to turn his dreams into reality. He spent his days lounging in cafes, chatting with friends, and scrolling through his phone. "There's always tomorrow," he would say, shrugging off any advice to take action. To him, time was an infinite well, and he saw no urgency in drawing from it. One day, a wise old man arrived in the city. He was a traveler, known for his profound wisdom and ability to see into the hearts of people. The townsfolk gathered around him, eager to hear his stories and seek his guidance. Arjun and Rohan were among the crowd. The old man looked at them and said, "I have a gift for each of you, a magical hourglass. The sand within it represents the time you have left in this world. Use it wisely, for once the sand runs out, your journey will end." Arjun accepted the hourglass with gratitude, placing it on his workbench. He glanced at it occasionally, reminding himself to make every moment count. He continued his disciplined routine, balancing work, family, and personal growth. The hourglass became a symbol of his commitment to living a purposeful life. Rohan, however, laughed at the gift. "An hourglass? What am I supposed to do with this?" He tossed it onto a shelf where it gathered dust. He carried on with his carefree lifestyle, oblivious to the sand slowly trickling away. Years passed. Arjun's life flourished. His carpentry business grew, and his creations were sought after far and wide. He built a beautiful home for his family, filled with love and laughter. He also found time to mentor young craftsmen, passing on his knowledge and values. The hourglass on his workbench served as a constant reminder to cherish every moment. Rohan, meanwhile, remained stagnant. His dreams of becoming an entrepreneur never materialized. He drifted from one job to another, always blaming circumstances for his lack of progress. One day, he stumbled upon the dusty hourglass on his shelf. To his horror, he noticed that the sand was almost gone. Panic set in as he realized how much time he had wasted. Desperate, he rushed to the wise old man who had returned to the city. "Please," Rohan begged, "give me more time. I promise I'll change. I'll work hard. I'll make something of my life." The old man shook his head sadly. "Time is the one thing I cannot give you. It is a gift, but it is also a responsibility. You had the same amount as Arjun, yet you chose to ignore its value." Rohan returned home, his heart heavy with regret. He spent his final days reflecting on his choices, wishing he had understood the true worth of time. When the last grain of sand fell, he closed his eyes, leaving behind a life of unfulfilled potential. Arjun, on the other hand, lived to a ripe old age, surrounded by loved ones. As he held the hourglass in his hands, now empty, he smiled. He had no regrets, for he had used his time wisely, creating a legacy that would endure long after he was gone. The city never forgot the tale of Arjun and Rohan. It became a lesson for generations to come, a reminder that time is the most precious gift we are given. How we choose to spend it defines the story of our lives. And so the wise old man's words echoed through the ages. Time is the thread that weaves the fabric of life. Waste it, and you unravel your own destiny. This story is a reflection of the choices we make and the value we assign to time. It serves as a reminder to live intentionally, for time, once lost, can never be regained.